Here we are in the Steel studio. The Steelers make some moves today as they cut the roster down to 53. Some of the moves are expected, some were a little surprising. Uh, Here's the guys that were cut today. Let's go through the list. Delonte Scott, edge James Valters. No big surprise there. Hamilcar Rashad Jr. Kind of thought he might have a chance, but he didn't show anything in the last game. Buddy Johnson. Buddy, that's kind of a wasted draft pick. Buddy struggled this year, though. And Robinson really came on. I think Buddy will be back to the practice squad, as I think will be Chris Steele, who never really flashed that much. A little bit in the beginning of camp, but a little slow and not a great corner. Lyndon Stevens missed some tackles, good size, but just didn't do it. Justin Lane was cut. I expected Justin Lane to be cut. Kind of sad about that. I thought he would be a lot better than he was. Fourth round pick, but he may circle back to the practice squad, or someone may grab him. Glenn Splittell was waived injured. Safety Elijah Riley, who we signed from the Jets, I kind of thought he would stick since our safety got hurt last week, but we didn't put the safety on IR yet, I don't think. So who knows what we're going to do? We may end up signing someone else. But I thought he played okay for the preseason game. Offensive lineman Ryan McCullum, short-term guy there. No big surprise. John the Glue was cut. Very surprised by that. I thought he was a good backup. Hopefully he can circle back to practice squad. I think he had some potential. Probably better than Kendrick Green, as a lot of people are saying, who we kept. Henry Mondo, I expect him to circle back to the practice squad. Just too many D linemen to keep. Donovan Jeter, we'll never hear from him again. Carlos and Khalil Davis, both cut. Both high energy. I expect one or both to make it back to the practice squad. Rondell Carter, edge, and Delonte Scott. Delonte Scott showed flashes. Hopefully back to the practice squad, as I already mentioned him once. Max Borghi, the running back we got from Denver, didn't show anything. Anthony McFarland, a lot of people will be surprised by that. Fast, but I told you he should have cut his hair. And he struggled as well. But because of Jalen Warren showed that he belonged on the roster. I still think we could look for a veteran backup, but for now, I think we're going to go with Jalen Warren. Tight end Kevin Rader, I fully expect him to circle back to the practice squad. Cody White as well, back to the practice squad. Good player. His dad's a scout. But just not as good as this group we had. Tyler Vaughn's, a lot of people are probably upset about that. Good kid, skinny, has a lot of potential. He will be back on the practice squad, I'm sure. Tyler Snead, no big deal. Jay Sternberger, not a big deal, not a great blocker. William Dunkel, just a guy. Jazz Green, no surprise. Not a great lineman. This one really upset me, a little pissed me off. Hopefully we circle him back to the 53, Joe Haig. General Haig was a good player, man. I don't understand that. He could probably start on this line. And Adrian Early, who we was not very good, in my opinion. We cut him as well. So that's our who we cut. Now, who did we keep, guys, of note? Of course, the safety still Kazee, I'm not sure what's going to happen with him. Adams made the roster for now. He must not be as hurt. And the other safety from the Lions we got last year. We did make a trade today, 2 trades actually. And the first trade here, we're going to show some highlights of what's this guy's name. My God, it's a big name, and I got all these names in my head. So Malik Reed from the Broncos. Great signing, good player. Let's look at some highlights for Malik Green here. Wait a minute, I got to get it going here. He looks like a good player. He's physical. He's look at that hit. He's fast, very fast around the edge. He is actually the one last year that strip sacked Ben. So he's going to be a lot better than what we had. I think he'll be a number 3, and Tuska will be number 4. I was kind of hoping Cleveland would. Look at that. Woo! I was kind of hoping Cleveland would cut Chase Winovich and we grab him, but I think this guy might be better overall. especially for our 3-4 scheme. Look how big and physical he is. And he's just going to be told to go rush the passer. That's the one depth piece that I think we needed. And here's the Ben sack right there. Watch. Here he comes. Oof, man. Ball's out. That guy is tough. That guy is tough. Very excited about him. And we traded for like a 6th-round pick, and we got a 7th back from them. So we didn't really give up much. And we did make another trade for a lineman from the Vikings, Jesse Davis. This just happened. And he's versatile, can play tackle and guard. So hopefully he can be better than we have. I don't know much about him, but I'm excited about the roster. As you can see, this was a huge pickup, and Omar Khan is not going to mess around. He is going to make and do what he has to do to get this thing back. Thank you, It's Ginsburg, for the highlights. And we appreciate them as they always show great highlights. So that's all I have. Really, I do have an email from Bob Smith. Let me find that here. But I was actually excited about the uh, the trade, excited about the roster, and the preseason game was good. You saw great things from Mitch. You saw great things from Kenny Pickett. You saw the defense play great. This defense is going to be outstanding. Daniels played better. The line played better. They still had too many mistakes, but they played better. And if we could just get another guy or two, I think we'll be all right, man. So here is this Bob Smith email we got. Hey, Rick, just want to give my opinion where we stand before game one. Quarterbacks, in my opinion, have performed as expected. Trubisky showed mobility, accuracy, and a nice touch. Remember, he did launch a bomb of 60-plus yards when he was with the Bears. Yeah, he threw a lot of bombs. He's a good runner, too. Pickett showed good decision-making, was very in the pocket, gave the offense energy. Receivers, wow, could be very exciting. I agree. The O-line has 2 weeks to get it together. Yeah. It's going to struggle early. We know that. Defensively, secondary looks good. Solid play. We need to stay solid in the linebacker position. And he said Trubisky did nothing to lose it. So unless Tomlin's overruled by Rooney or something, Trubisky's going to be the starter of this team. He says season outlook 10-7 and wild card if the line can come together, but second in the division. I think that I agree. 9-10 wins, but if our line plays decent, we could have 11-12 wins, and that would shock everybody. So that's our breaking news. That's the 53. Anything else happens, we'll update you. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course here on YouTube. Go Steelers.